Alright guys, it's going to be part 2, like I said, but instead we are still leaving that there because if I leave this, the blow valve off, I am able to get to this pipe, the charge pipe silicone hose, the coupler here with the 7mm hose clamp. You could actually reach this super simply with the wastegate off. So with all that kind of on there, it kind of gets in the way a little bit. So I found out that this would be a little bit easier. So we can just go ahead and get a my ratchet pretty much in here, like so. See that for you guys? Just gonna loosen that up. There we go. It's pretty much loosened up there. Let me go ahead and get this just a socket on here. I can open this up just a little bit more. Here we go. So that's up right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. And I'm gonna tell you guys real quick of what I did here. So again, this is a 7mm on a 3/4 inch ratchet. And what I did, you got a T30 Torx right here for the charge pipe. And then you follow that down, you got this right here, it's wiring loom. It's gonna be up against this little insert. You're gonna flip it around here, and then right here you're gonna have a clip that goes into it. Just use like a you just use this like popper. I don't know what there's like a trim popper or something it is, but use that to pop off that one. And then you got one more right down here. You pop that one out as well. Then that's pretty much free. But right straight down the bottom here, right there, is the coupling where you gotta pretty much take this off at for this charge pipe, because that bottom needs to go and replace it right there. But the hose clamps are twisted 90 going to the bottom, so they want you to lift the car up off the ground, take off the 1,000 bolts that are holding this whole belly tray on, and then unloosen those. I feel like that's a little too much to be able to do that, and there had to be another way, and there is, and I will show you. You got to be willing to do some awkward hand position, but it's doable, and I'll show you. Because I went around, so this is gonna be on this side, the socket end on it. So you're gonna get your 7mm, and I went ahead. I already loosened this all up, so it's ready to pop out. But you're gonna go right in the corner, right here in the engine bay, and you're just gonna go down through here, and then you're gonna fish your socket, your ratchet down behind it, and you're not gonna break anything. But then you're gonna put your hand all the way down. You can't really see it at that point, but you can go ahead and feel around for that socket, and you can ratchet that loose, and then you can get that off. And after, you can move it around if you want to, do whatever you want. But I'll probably just end up leaving it there and just tighten it back up the same way. That way it is 100% factory. But that's how you do that, guys. That's pretty simple. Just take off that. I loosened up this one now. So let's go ahead and loosen this up. It would have been nice to get one of the turbo muffler delete thingies on here, but I didn't think that was really worth another 200 bucks, honestly. But I think it would be cool if I had the extra money. I probably would do it still, but since I don't have the money, it's not worth it. Obviously. So that's free right there, which I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna take this one off as well, because I feel like this might be a little bit easier if never mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and fish down through here, and just squeeze this piping a little bit and move it around, because I'm going to be able to pop this off. So you just squeeze it, move it around. I'm pushing down on it, guys. So I'm pushing down on it, and it's lifting it away, and then pop. Pop goes the weasel. I forgot what cartoon that was from. Or if it was a cartoon, I can't remember. But nonetheless, let's get this out of here. So this is going to be a little more. Actually, I'm going to pull this. I'm going to push it to the bottom. Here we go. Flip that down to the bottom there. And then there's something else being held up here, and I can't see it. Is that another bolt? I can't tell. So I'm gonna look at this really fast, guys, and then I'll be right back. Alright, guys, new plan. Yeah, so there is one more bolt T30 Torx, and that's gonna be on the bottom there, which it will be this bracket, this bigger bracket, which is underneath here, and you cannot reach it, unfortunately. I was so determined that I could reach that bolt, but I cannot. And there is another one on the other side of it too, which is for the other part of the charge pipe as well. It goes on for the throttle body side. So unfortunately I have to drop the stupid pan. So I believe I can get underneath here, and there's just a couple of bolts. Not too many, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off this front tray, hopefully without having to jack the car up, and then it'll give me access underneath here then to go ahead and take those out. But I was gonna take out the radiator fan, which if you took the radiator fan out, it would give you more than enough room to get underneath there and do everything. But unfortunately, you have to take off the radiator like the Mercedes. You have to disconnect the inlet and outlet hoses, and I'm not doing that whatsoever. So I just push those back in. I have to put these two bolts back in here, and then your connector for your plug is right here. So I'm gonna put those back on. I thought for sure I was gonna be able to do that, but no. So stay tuned here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this all taken care of, and then we'll be on back. Alright guys, simple way to do this. I just put the jack on one side, jacked it up a little bit, and I put another jack underneath of that because I know this thing doesn't hold 100%. Now it does hold 100%. Ooh, dang, I almost lost you. Alright, so we're gonna go into the car now. Whenever you're down here, this is going to be the on the passenger side. So you're going to be replacing this plastic tube right here. So it's going to be this plastic tube, and it's going to go up to the top right here, which is going to be another fun mount up here somewhere. So I'm going to have to go ahead and take this off. Well, this one goes over on this side, goes up around, and it's all plastic. So I'm gonna have to take it off from the throttle body right there. So I'll take it off from the throttle body itself, and then take this one off down here, take off these two bolts here, and then after that you can pretty much wiggle this loose, drop it out, and you can drop the whole entire side out for the charge pipe. And that way, well, so this piece is basically going on like that, pretty much. And you have this sensor right here. I'm not sure what sensor that is, but if anybody knows, you can put it in the comment section, please. And then, yeah, just got that plug, and then you got one more little nub right there. I'm guessing it's for one of those little snap tools. It's a little dusty in there. Then I'm going to have to clean that out a little bit. But yeah, guys, that's this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all this loose, and then I will be right back with you guys. All right, guys. Took a little bit longer than I thought. There's 2 other bolts that you gotta get on the passenger side, which I just pulled that out. Where'd it go? Losing my flip flop. All right, so here this one is. This one has. Interesting. It's really nasty in there. Anyway. So you got your sensor up here, which we got to take this off. Gotta be careful. Might put some penetrating oil on that first. And then you have this bolt that's hiding right behind it, up above it. So you got to be careful with that one. You can't really see it, but there's one more there. So there's 2. So we got to take out these bushings on here and transfer them over to the others. But look at the difference of this. This one goes from the turbo. This hose right here, it goes to the turbo. You can see, like, that's my thumb. My thumb ain't like crazy big, but that's how tiny that is. And then that's the new one. Look at the difference in that. Yeah, this thing's gonna be able to breathe so much better, guys. So much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip these all around. It might take me a little bit here. It might take me another, I don't know, about 45 minutes or so. But I don't want to ramble on too much, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out and take the that sensor off nice and easy, and then go ahead and get ready to put them back in. Alright, guys, I got everything back together finally. It did take a little while to get the APR, the charge pipes on. The other side was probably way more difficult trying to get on. So you got to like lengthen it right from the throttle body to the second part where it meets. And that trying to get that the silicone thing to go the right size is kind of annoying. And then the bolts for the I guess it was the map sensor, they like rotted out, and one just completely snapped off inside of here, as you can see. Yeah, it was kind of a mess. Thankfully they APR does give you new bolts to thread into their metal charge pipes, because they're a machined thread instead. Thank goodness for that. But yeah, guys, I put everything back together. Everything's plugged back in. I tightened up everything up on here. Let's turn some, let's get the flash on. Here we go, guys. So we got all that buttoned back up. Everything looks good, nice and clean, neat. I want to wipe that off a little bit more, but not for, we'll do this right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start the car up for the first time, and we'll get to hear what the blow-off valve sounds like too. So I'm going to sit you guys right over here somewhere, and we'll get this party going. Let's see here. See if I can sit this down for you. Let's grab something to sit against here. I think that may work. And again, I have a bottle of water here. Alright, I think you guys can see it. Here we go, guys. As you guys can hear a little bit of that, it works for sure. Alright. Looks good, looks good. Alright. Let's get on in here for a second, guys. Yeah. Alright. Let's see if we can, I'm gonna go for a little drive quick. Here we go. Let's see how this works for us. Probably shouldn't be wearing flip-flops for this. I need to get a glow up in the shifter here. Find down some windows for us. Blow-up was actually pretty quiet. I don't know. From what I've seen before, they were pretty loud. That's a pretty quiet. You can hear the turbo way more though. Yeah, you can hear it. It definitely has to build a little bit more boost than what it used to. Because you'd be able just to get on it just a very little bit and it was a really wimpy type of deal, guys. It's kind of annoying, but let's see if we can get out here. Give me 1 second.